Come see us doing live shows. We'll be in Los Angeles, Honolulu, Baltimore, Atlantic City, Cohoes, New York, Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and only jimmydore.com. So Boise State forfeits against San Jose State University. Why? Because it's a female volleyball team, and they didn't want to play a female volleyball team with a biological male. A transgender named Blair Fleming. So I just think it's because these women are catty.
Yeah. Meow, Jimmy.
You know how they all coven in a locker room and talk about stuff like their breast size and whether or not they shave their balls.
Showing each other their balls and stuff. Girl stuff.
Yeah. So here it is. In a stunning turn of events, the Boise State Broncos women volleyball team announced that it will forfeit its seminal. Why do you got to put semifinal? Semifinal match. Yeah, I can't read. Match in the Mountain West tournament against San Jose State. Although the team did not specify the reason for the forfeit, that's obvious. San Jose State University has a trans-identifying biological male player, Blair Fleming, on their team.
Oh, so they hate women is why.
So there's the ladies, and then there's the trans lady. Again, we have no problems with people being trans. They should have all the rights as everybody else. But I think it's anti-woman and misogynist to not respect women's spaces for biological women.
That's why I'm for it.
That's what Kurt has a problem with women, and that's why
I wanted Trump to win, because I hate women and I hate them being in charge, and I like except the good kind of women with penises.
All I'm saying is, if this nation is ever conquered and all of us are thrown in prison, I knew it was going to do great right off the bat. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the Broncos, they forfeited twice already this year against San Jose State University during the regular season. But and this is not getting almost zero news coverage. I had to go to a place. Well, look at the news outlet that I had to get it from. Outkick. What the F?
That's a soccer magazine. Why would they handle this?
The Broncos forfeited twice again, but the prevailing thought was that the team wouldn't forfeit during the conference tournament and end its hope of reaching the NCAA tournament. However, that's exactly what the women decided to do this. So no, I tweeted about this a couple weeks ago when they first forfeited, and people were calling me a monster. Honest to God, on Twitter, people were calling me a monster. People I don't know.
Well, they're on Blue Sky now.
And and I'm like, no, the women decided to do this. You hate women too?
Mm-hmm.
So the only people you like are men, gay men, and trans women.
Yeah.
But straight biological women, monsters, because that's what they decided to do. The decision to not continue to play in the 2024 Mountain West Valley Championship tournament was not an easy one. Our team overcame forfeiture to earn so they forfeited twice in the season. They overcame those forfeitures, which are losses, to earn a spot in the tournament, and fought for the win over Utah State in the first round on Wednesday. Who said that? The Boise State Athletics wrote in a statement. They should not have to forego this opportunity while waiting for a more thoughtful and better system that serves all the athletes.
Well, good for them doing that, though. That's what has to happen.
I say, what a bunch of fussy little princesses afraid.
Yeah.
What are you? Because you're afraid of major spinal and neck injuries?
Didn't someone get injured?
Just because your opponent is twice your size, weight, and strength. I am woman, hear me roar. Whatever happened to that? Especially when you land on top of me and dislocate my shoulder.
Yeah.
There's an update to this. The Mountain West Conference issued a statement on Thursday, which was yesterday. Decisions to forfeit matches are at the institution's discretion and are considered a loss. San Jose State will advance to the Mountain Valley Women's Volleyball Championship final. That was their statement. By forfeiting the match, Boise State ends their own season without taking the court for a spot they rightfully earned. The Broncos defeated the Utah State Aggies, the third seeded team in the Mountain West Conference tournament, in 4 sets on Wednesday.
Nice.
So I just don't know how you could in good conscience. So there's a group full of women saying, I don't want to play against a biological man who's went through puberty and is way bigger and stronger than us.
Misogynist.
It's unfair. So doesn't that make you a misogynist now if you're going to call those women phobes?
Yes, I do. Yes, we are. The people that say this don't care about sports at all. Just like the people that want to reform every other comedy, they don't actually like comedy. What they like is flexing their nuts on you. And so that's all it's about. So the women that go along with it are not women that play sports. They're women that are like, oh, just let them do your silly thing and be inclusive.
I've heard people say, women's sports hasn't been around for only a few decades anyway. What?
You got to start naming names because that is hilarious.
Could you imagine saying that? I don't want to elevate those people.
I'm going to start saying it now.
I don't want to elevate the people who say stupid things like that. But I've heard women say that. The dumbest.
They don't like sports.
The most. That there's nothing. If you say something like that it doesn't matter and that you have to include trans women, you're a misogynist. You're a self-hating woman.
Well, no.
You're not liberal. You're not progressive. You're a dumb, self-hating woman and a misogynist.
No, women don't hate themselves. They hate other women.
Yeah. That's right.
There's a lot of misogyny. First from women, second from gay guys, and third from trans women.
You think
that's where most of the misogyny comes from. First and foremost. But it comes from women first. Well, I don't know this idea that all the genders, like men, we're not all on the same team, men, and neither are women. Why would you even expect something like that? What is this bullshit? Where'd that come from? You're supposed to pair off in couples, and you're loyal to each other and not everyone of your gender.
And again, this is nothing against trans women. If you are a trans woman, more power to you. Come to the show. Curry will fuck you in the green room.
Well, I mean, why don't you fuck me and do some of the work? What's this lazy? Hey, you're such an athlete. Why don't you do the pushing?
All right. Come see us doing live shows. We'll be in Los Angeles, Honolulu, Baltimore, Atlantic City, Cohoes, New York, Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets and only jimmydore.com.